Bienvenidos, y'all.
Hey, Gloria.
Hey, Tammy.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited that you're here. And also with us is Monica.
Hey, Tammy.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You sound very sultry.
Oh, that was the... Thank you, Tammy.
You sound very sultry.
This is 100% my natural voice. For sure not trying.
You sound great. Both of y'all sound great. Okay.
You sound great.
So, new first-time co-host. There is a fly in the room. So, if the people watching this on YouTube see me doing this frantically, that's why. But is there anything that you would like to tell the audience about yourself?
Well, the Bienvenidos was because I'm from Venezuela.
Serious.
And I think, yes. Yeah, we had to start with that. My family is from Venezuela. I saw that in a video.
Perfect. Perfect.
We love her.
And you have a ton of boys.
Yes. My family is from Zachary. Twice as exotic, half as far away. And I do have a ton of boys. Yes.
You're incredible.
I love you guys so much.
We love you.
I can already tell this is going to be amazing.
I'm so excited.
Something.
Okay, before we start, I want to tell the listeners January the 13th, we're having a meet and greet in Gonzales, Louisiana at Sugarfield Spirits. So please mark your calendars and come out. And we're going to try to have as many of the co-hosts there as possible.
Yes.
And Gloria.
Yes.
Well, if you're there, now you will be part of the co-host.
Yes,
group.
absolutely. And if you need to speak Spanish, I'm there.
She can translate for you.
I can translate for you. I can speak with you. I can teach you.
There you
I can
go.
do whatever.
Everything.
Anything.
What are y'all drinking?
I got some Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay, yes.
I'm having Crown Vanilla whiskey.
Yes.
Whiskey. Whiskey.
Love it.
And a Coke Zero.
And I'm drinking Gentleman Jack.
There she is.
All right. So we're going to go to 1989. Y'all probably weren't even born.
I was, Tammy.
You were?
I was a whole kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old?
I was 6.
Oh.
Nice.
That's right.
So you'll remember this from 1989. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids came out.
Yeah, that was my jam. 100%.
Yeah.
The giant.
Yeah.
We went to Disney World and played on the Honey I Shrunk the Kids.
The ginormous ant.
Yeah, a whole ant, oatmeal cream pie. That was my fondest memory of the climbing on the oatmeal cream pie. Yeah, whole experience.
Okay. Also, 1989, Bette Midler's Wind Beneath My Wings hit the charts.
Oh.
Also hit every wedding in the 90s,
Yes.
probably.
And hit our hearts, Tammy.
Yeah.
It did.
It was a real one.
Nintendo's Game Boy was released on July 31st in 1989.
Love it.
I had a Game Boy.
Yeah.
And then Disney opened MGM Studios.
Oh, wow.
I think it's Hollywood Studios now.
Or like
It,
Universal?
yeah, I was about to say in Orlando.
I don't know.
In Orlando.
Okay.
Universal's totally different.
Okay.
Disney has like Epcot, Magic
Yes.
Kingdom.
It's one of the many.
Yes. So MGM was what Hollywood Studios was originally called when it opened in 1989.
Very cool.
That's where what's the one you fall? Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. We're going to Richland, Washington.
Okay.
We're going to talk about a guy named Westley Allan Dodd. Have y'all heard of him?
Have not.
I don't
No.
think so.
Washington State. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Washington State. Wesley Allan Dodd was born July 3rd, 1961. So he's a bit older than me. He was the oldest child of Jim and Carol Dodd. They had 3 kids altogether. And Wesley says he was never abused or neglected as a child, but he was also never told, I love you.
Was he? Do we know which? Was he the oldest?
He's the oldest.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. He said nobody in his household said, I love you. So
Did they tell the other kids I love? No, there was.
I'm
I love you.
assuming no, I love you.
Got it.
But at the age of 13, Wesley Dodd began exposing himself to children in the neighborhood. Yeah.
Not a
At the age of what? What did you say?
13.
Wow. Okay.
Just whipping it out.
And that's
to
like
the kids.
that's troubling because it's like before the internet. Like this is just purely
Yeah.
like his idea.
Because this is like the 70s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he came up with this.
Yeah.
That's what's scary.
Yeah.
Well, his dad eventually told an Oregon newspaper that he was aware of the behavior, but largely ignored it since he felt his son was otherwise a well-behaved child
Oh, that's how you do
who
it.
never had a problem with drugs, drinking, or smoking.
Well, priorities.
I mean,
Feels good.
it's the 70s.
It was a different time.
It was.
You didn't hug, but you could flop your wiener out.
Yes.
Okay. Just
Makes
don't-
sense.
Don't do the weed.
Yeah.
Don't do the weed. As long as you're not doing the weed or drinking or
You can
smoking,
expose yourself.
you can whip
Yeah.
it out.
Weed or wiener, your choice.
So by the time he entered high school, okay, if he's showing his wiener at 13, what do you think he's doing by the time he gets into high
I
school?
think he's for sure touching.
He's a child molester by the time he gets in.
Gosh.
But
Gross.
are you a child molester if you're a child yourself?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
like high school, you're old enough to know better.
hmm
I think so too.
He started with his younger cousins,
Oh.
then neighborhood children, and then at some point in time, his mom and dad got a divorce. His dad started dating a woman. She had children, was
Gross.
molesting those children.
No.
Okay.
Never.
Okay.
At the age of 15,
Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
he was arrested for indecent exposure,
Oh, finally.
but police released him with a recommendation of juvenile counseling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he
Good.
got it.
Good. It doesn't.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe he didn't.
No.
Tammy's face.
So we're gonna fast forward.
What kind of counseling do you
I
do
think
they
you could do
Don't
like
pull your
inter-
wiener out.
Yeah.
Don't give people unwelcome
Lesson? Yeah.
touching.
Yes.
No square.
Yeah. Show me on the doll.
And that's why you can't just let your kids go to people's house. Though this was the building blocks for like
I agree.
you can't just
Yeah.
Say
trust everybody, bro.
you're right. I'm picturing like a nice middle class neighborhood where
100%.
kids are all playing with each other.
That's right.
No matter the age.
Dead
Yeah.
end, shooting ball, playing,
Yeah.
and then just
and then he just whips it.
freaking
And-
pedo.
And then, he moves to touching and molesting.
Gross.
Okay. So that was at 15 when he got arrested. We're going to jump to 20 now. August 1981. He's 20 years old.
Got it.
He tried to abduct 2 girls who did report him to the police. However, no action was taken.
Sure. Why would there like girls like little girls like younger than him?
I don't know
Okay.
the girls' age. If they're teenagers, if they were
Yeah.
11, I have
Yeah.
no idea.
That's like a quick.
Yeah, I guess he was just trying to like. I'm thinking he's trying to put them in the van, and they're like, nah. And yeah, and I
But
guess
that's
just
like a
didn't-
quick escalation to like touching, showing,
Abducting.
Like he straight up jumped right into.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, since nothing happened to him, I guess he was like, I need to
Sure.
try to get my shit together. And he joined the Navy.
Well, good for him.
Okay.
Yeah. And he was assigned to a base in Bangor, Washington. And he began abusing children who lived on the base
Jeez.
while he was there.
Oh my gosh.
The Navy eventually discharged him. Now, I can see this back in early 80s. I'm picturing them not really doing much.
No.
Discharging him, finding this out, discharging him, and just being like, go on your way.
Yeah.
Not trying to.
Like, don't be our problem.
Exactly.
But it don't bring like bad light to the Navy.
Exactly.
Right.
We're gonna keep the parents happy
We,
by getting rid
we
of you.
know about this, but we're going to
Yeah.
just kind of sweep it under the rug.
Right. Something should be
So,
done, but
yeah.
not by us.
And so he got discharged.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to go pop now to June 1987. He's 26.
Okay.
He moved to Seattle, Washington. Right after he moved there, he made a plan to kidnap, rape, and kill a boy.
Just a random boy.
I think he's had one in mind.
Okay.
And when he went to approach the boy to start the process, the boy wouldn't go with him. Thank goodness.
Good,
Stranger
yeah.
danger.
Yeah.
It's for sure like kids.
He is not good at abducting.
No.
Yeah.
And the
It's a
boy,
good thing.
yes.
I'm mad about it.
It is a good thing. The boy did report Westley Allan Dodd to the police,
Good.
and he was able to identify him, and Dodd got arrested.
Good. Finally.
But
But
there it is.
Jeez.
there it is. He only got 118 days He got out after that because of a technicality in the law, something about unlawful detainment. Like they had arrested him and kept him in there past the time they should have before charging him or whatever. 118 days.
Like a technicality.
For
He
attempted
just got lucky.
kidnapping.
And like murder. Like he had a whole plot.
Yeah, whole plan.
So let's give him 118 days.
They probably didn't even know. The police probably didn't even know the whole plot. They just knew this boy came forward and said,
right, this dude tried to
pedo van, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Well, at least he had that 118 days to really like work out the kinks in his plan.
Exactly.
Yeah, he probably.
So
I bet the next abduction was successful.
Yeah.
The people involved in the case at that time, you know, they have social workers and different. They recommended to the judge that he be put away for a very long time.
Yeah.
That he's dangerous.
I would too.
But like I said, he got released on this technicality. So what could they do?
Right.
Okay. After this, like you said, he had 118 days to work on his plan. He vowed to himself that he would never leave another victim alive. He would kill them because he didn't want to be caught.
Jeez.
And
because you won't get caught that way.
Right.
I mean,
but he's not even really having consequences, even though he's getting caught.
Yeah,
like
fair enough.
Point taken.
Yeah.
Throughout this whole story, it seems like he's not getting very many consequences. So like I said, he vowed to murder his victims. He vowed to himself. And he said that at this point, murder was exciting, and that's all he thought about.
Jeez.
All day, every day.
Oh my gosh.
Was killing kids.
Because he hadn't killed anyone at this point. He hadn't gotten the rush.
That we know of.
That we know of.
Still, even though he's a full-grown man, it's still kids. It's not just like whenever he was younger and maybe he was just like acting out on people his age. So we're still interested in kids.
Still kids.
Ugh.
Boys and girls.
God. Sick.
So September 1989. He's 28 years old.
Oh my gosh.
2 young boys disappeared. They were found later the same day that they had been stabbed to death.
Oh my gosh. How
Yeah.
young? I don't even want to ask.
I want to say, I might have it in my story later, but when I say young boys, I'm thinking like 7, 8, 9.
Oh my God.
But 2 weeks after that, a child started screaming in a movie theater because a man was trying to kidnap him. And then right after that, a 4-year-old boy went missing.
Oh my gosh.
So here's what happened. The kid that was screaming in the movie theater, that was Westley Allan Dodd trying to kidnap him. And the police did catch him.
Good.
And he admitted that he tried to abduct that boy and that he murdered 3 children.
Just out of the blue.
The 2 young boys and the 4-year-old. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And he told the police he had planned to kill a lot more.
This guy is sick.
He's-
He just like unprompted.
And bold.
Yeah.
Bold.
I tried to take that kid and I also killed 2 others.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to kill everyone else.
Yeah. That's
I almost feel like I saw him being interviewed in prison, and I almost feel like he needed somebody to stop him. He knew he couldn't stop himself.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like,
Well, yeah, to confess all that just for no reason.
yeah.
Right.
Well, and also having gotten off all these other times.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, excuse me, Westley Allan Dodd was housed in a maximum security prison in Walla Walla, Washington.
Walla Walla.
And he was on death row.
Oh.
Okay.
For killing the
So
2
we went
kids.
through a whole so he got convicted. I guess, for the
I glossed
confession.
over. Well, he probably didn't even have a trial since he confessed. They're
Yeah.
like, okay.
No reason.
But he got interviewed while he was in prison, and a lot of the rest of the story is going to be based on that interview that I watched.
Okay.
From prison, he admitted he molested more than 100 children before he killed the 3 children. Wow. Yeah. At the point where he was interviewed, he had been in jail for only 2 years. And the interview asked him, Wesley, what have you discovered about yourself? And he was just like, nothing really.
Like, I already knew all this.
He said, I feel like all this could have been prevented all those times.
Wow. Yeah.
Because I guess maybe he just didn't get the rush that he wanted, or
I really honestly feel like this guy wanted somebody to stop him.
Yeah, I think he's saying
Yeah.
like, if you guys had so many chances to stop me, but you
Yeah.
just kept, the Navy brushed him off, and
Yeah.
then this, the trying to kill the
yeah,
kidnap
even
the
his
girls
parents
brushed him off. Yeah, nobody wanted to deal with it. But again, we say all this boldly in 2023.
Yeah,
it was
fair.
a different time.
It was
That's a good point.
totally.
Yeah.
People didn't. It's not
Yep.
an excuse, but people
Yeah.
didn't know.
Well, he said he molested children all over Washington State. And he would get caught and he would confess and they would turn him loose. Like he would confess every time
Oh my
that
gosh.
he did it.
Well, probably everybody's thinking it's like isolated incidents, right? But
Yeah.
it's because they're not
Also-
communicating. Right?
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. This is also the time where we didn't have
Yeah.
a database
Right.
of
Yeah.
all these.
and it's all going around. This,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like notes on some detective's desk
Exactly.
in like 14 different.
Yeah,
In
they
a-
didn't talk
in
to
a-
each
in a-
other.
in
Yeah.
a file cabinet,
Right, tucked
you
away.
know, in a storage room.
Yeah, so it's like one time to 20 people. It's one time, but
Exactly.
it's 20 times for just one.
What
dude.
about his family? Do we know anything about his family? Like
I mean, other than they
the,
were,
the beginning? They
yeah,
didn't-
other than
It was all because they didn't say I love you.
everything he said, nobody molested me, nobody neglected me, nobody did anything.
I find that hard.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
Okay. So he says during this interview that he should have been in jail by the time he killed the 3 kids.
Yeah.
He should have been in jail in at least 4 different places in Washington.
100%.
By his own admission, he
Yeah.
should have already been in jail. So he blamed the murders on the cops failing to stop him
Oh my gosh.
and put him away. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's not
Sure.
It's not a cause and effect.
could more have been done? Sure.
yes,
they-
I agree.
But
I
also,
agree.
you could have not.
Well,
Yeah.
like they kept recommending counseling. Again,
Yeah.
this is a time where counseling isn't really
Nobody
Yeah,
knew
has-
how to
as-
touch that.
prevalent as
Right.
it is today and
Right.
as quote unquote normal as it is today.
Yeah.
Okay. So at one point, he crossed state lines into Idaho. Okay. He was sentenced to 10 years when he got caught in Idaho.
Way to go, Idaho.
He only served 4 months of
What?
the 10 years. Yeah.
Take that back, Idaho.
Wait. I'm a little bit. So I thought he was on death row. Oh no.
This is
We're
before.
going backwards. Got
He's
it.
telling us children.
He's,
Got it.
he's telling his
I
story.
understand.
He said he got arrested, sentenced to 10 years. He only served for 4 months. The judge who sentenced him, he said he didn't know he was a repeat offender. He presented himself very well in court.
Oh, there you
humble, intelligent.
Sure.
No
He
way.
didn't. He was like, I need to give him a chance.
No, smart people never do crime.
Right.
Right.
Was
That's a
he?
fact.
In your research, Tammy, is he educated? Like, is his
He was
profession?
in the Navy. He's like
Yeah.
capable.
I mean,
he's capable. He's functioning, right?
Exactly.
High
Yeah,
functioning.
I see.
I would say high school.
Got it.
Yeah.
That would be his
Got it.
level.
But
Yeah.
still, to go through the Navy and everything, like not just everybody gets into the
Yeah,
military.
yeah. You
know,
have
you've
to
got to
be-
pass certain
yeah, absolutely.
aptitudes and like to function.
I see.
Because it seems like he only got kicked out because of
The children.
touching
Yeah.
the kids, not
Yeah.
because he's not
Only
capable.
because of
Only
yes.
that. And I'm sure it was isolated. You guys, it was an accident.
Right.
So okay,
Happens. Okay.
the documentary that I watched, the people who were interviewing him, they went to several different places to get his criminal records, and in all of excuse me, in all of the documentation, it showed that he was recommended to go to counseling, and it showed that he would never show up for counseling,
I'll do it.
or he would only go 1 or 2 times. And nobody ever really followed up or did anything. Again, I'm not blaming any of the
No.
authorities.
Right.
But
Well,
as he said,
Yeah.
he could have been stopped.
he could have. Yeah. That's.
Yeah.
And then, as you said, it's like he was trying to tell him,
And
"Hey guys,
Exactly.
Yeah, he wasn't
I'm a
like
whole
he wasn't
problem."
holding back.
Right.
Yeah.
He was like, I killed 3 kids and
It's almost like if
molested
one
100.
if one person could have just one person could have cared a little bit more, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
taken the bait a little bit
It
further.
would have been like, oh my gosh,
yeah, just one person.
it's insane.
So after he did the 4 months in Idaho and he got out, he should have immediately been arrested by the Washington authorities.
Yes.
So, but the judge in Washington that they talked to said the case got lost in the shuffle. So this was just one comedy of errors after another.
That's terrible.
Yeah. After another.
Yeah,
Another.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
He was set up for success.
Oh my god.
For success.
I mean,
You define it whichever way you want.
in the realm
of his profession.
In his profession.
Sure. He was crushing it.
He was, yeah.
Okay, so get this. When
He wasn't even trying to.
Right.
No. Yeah, he was crushing it.
Yeah.
He kept diaries.
Oh
Oh,
no.
don't like that.
It had handwritten plans, details, and drawings
No.
of how he planned to commit his crimes. In one diary entry, he wrote about a child pleading, I'm sorry, before Dobbs stabbed him.
No.
Another diary entry, I think I got more of a high out of killing than molesting.
Oh my gosh.
He kept a photo album.
No.
Remember the 4-year-old boy?
I feel like if they would have entered, I mean, we keep, berating this, but like if they would have entered his home, they would have found everything. Like he had
Absolutely.
a diary, photos, everything.
So the point of him taking the photos, there was a particular photo of the 4-year-old boy hanging
No.
in a closet.
No.
His plan was to take this photo and use it on future victims, saying, this is what I'll do to you if you don't do what I say to
oh
do.
my god.
Like, I've done it before, I'll do it again.
I guess so what year is this we're thinking? 80? We're in the
90s.
full 80s. We're
It's-
all
it's
up in the 80s.
80s.
Who developed these pictures?
Oh.
There were Polaroid pictures.
Oh,
Check it like a Polaroid picture. Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, who is at the K&B drugstore?
That's what I was.
Just
Yeah.
friggin' developing this.
Right.
Exactly.
And
No,
just
good
casually
point.
sliding across the counter. But
Nobody.
you're right.
These are Polaroids.
Good.
Also,
Forget about the Polaroid.
The little 4-year-old boy, he actually killed Westley Allan Dodd, killed him in his own house.
In the baby's house?
No, in Wesley Allan Dodd's house.
Okay.
Brought him home.
Ugh.
Yeah. So,
gosh.
yeah.
Sick
Okay.
ass.
Okay. Dodd also told police that at the time of his arrest that the murder of the 4-year-old little boy, and his name was Lee Isley, was sexually motivated. So it's all kinds of things.
Yeah. Sick.
Terrible. Damn. Okay. Like I told y'all earlier, he said, I saw him say this on camera, he wasn't abused at home as a child. He said the worst thing that ever happened to him was he had to change clothes in front of one of his aunts. Big deal.
I mean, probably like that, no? He was
feels
exposing
weird.
it, but not only to the children.
But in what?
I don't know
situation?
what, I don't
She said
know.
change. Because that's
I'm just saying.
that's suspicious.
That is. I'm not. Yeah.
I've taken in 3 of my nephews and
Right,
they've
but that's
changed
different.
clothes in front of
That's
me.
different. Is it like the aunt's making you?
I don't
or
know.
like you're just changing your aunt's there?
He said his childhood was normal and ordinary. And
They
he
didn't
had
tell
an
him I love
ordinary
you.
family.
I beg to differ, Wesley.
He said his mom and dad fought a lot, but shit, whose parents didn't fight a lot
Yeah,
in the
for real.
70s and 80s?
that builds character, Tammy.
That's
Yeah,
right.
You
I
know,
agree.
you learn to
Yeah.
fight from that.
He's
true. Should have become a better person for that.
You learn how to debate well.
Yeah, that's right. Make your point.
You learn what wins, what doesn't. Yes.
So apparently the trigger moment for him was when his parents got divorced. That's when he started molesting kids, he says. And again, I told y'all this already. There was never any love at home, praise. He only was criticized as a child. He said his dad didn't play games with him when they were a kid. Boo fucking who.
Correct. I don't play board games with my kids. How about that?
yeah.
I
I mean,
refuse.
you're going to go molest kids just because your dad didn't play games with you?
No.
Well, it sounds like he's just shifting blame. He's
Yes.
shifting blame to his parents. He's shifting blame to the cops.
Authorities.
The authorities.
Yeah.
Right.
He's just not taking the ownership
Is that a little
that I just
narcissism?
got
Is that
off
what it is?
on showing my little wiener.
Like at 13 when he first did it, he said it just came over him. It wasn't anything he planned. He just wasn't thinking about it or anything. The urge came over him and he showed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I already told y'all by the time he was in high school, he says he was molesting kids on a regular basis. So as a kid in school, he was an average student. He said he didn't know how to talk to girls at all.
Weird. I would have thought he had quite the personality.
I know.
But he also said he never knew how to talk to boys either. Like, he didn't really have any friends when he was growing up.
He's for sure got some stuff.
I am just stuck on his siblings. I wonder if he's like shifting blame to his parents. I wonder. I mean, they also raised his siblings, so I don't know.
I don't know about that part.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more about him in high school. He played clarinet. He joined drama.
Of course.
I wouldn't have honestly thought he was outgoing enough to even do those things.
Right.
But he did. Now, he began to disappear kind of in high school. By the time he got to be a senior, no pictures of him in the yearbook.
Oh.
He's too busy trying to kidnap and molest.
Probably.
But he did graduate. He was just not present.
He did graduate, yeah. He wasn't present in any of the photos in the yearbook. Yeah. And Dodd told the interviewer, he said he doesn't think he was born with feelings. He has no feelings.
He was definitely wrong in the head.
Yeah.
I think therapy could have done him a lot of good.
I agree.
But he didn't show up.
But how do you fix psychopath?
That's a good point.
Or maybe you learn to function as it. I'm not
really
criticizing.
Yeah.
If anybody has those feelings, for sure, go talk to somebody.
Please.
But I guess they just teach you, with any mental illness, they just teach you how to live with it, right? Like manage it.
Yeah.
No
look for the
feelings
signs.
is dark.
Look for the signs. You know, if medications involve, obviously take your medication.
Right.
But he told the interviewer straight up, I'm what a child molester looks like. I'm what a serial killer looks like. He just looks like a normal dude.
Right.
With a mullet. You know what I'm saying?
They're rarely scary looking, right? That's what's scary about them.
Exactly.
They blend.
Exactly. Okay, it was less than 4 years between the murders and Dodd's execution, which today is unheard of.
Yeah, no, it's very quick.
We got to put him up for a while.
He refused to appeal his case. He insisted that he could not control his urges and would kill again.
He wanted it to be caught. He really did.
It's like he knew it was wrong.
This is exactly what he said. I must be executed before I have an opportunity to escape or to kill someone else. If I do escape, I promise you I will kill and rape again, and I will enjoy every minute of it.
Jeez. He's sick.
But I mean, the self-awareness.
I know. Gotta applaud that.
He's self-aware.
He really
He's probably
is.
doing better than some of us.
I couldn't agree with you more on that.
agree.
Not to praise him.
But I feel like I know he knew right from wrong.
Yeah.
But he also said he had no feelings. But this is weird because he went on to say that death would give him a relief from the guilt he felt over the murders. So do you have feelings or do you not have feelings?
Or do you just know you did something wrong?
I think he just needed someone to say, don't do that.
Yeah.
And he would have, you know what I mean? Like, it sounds like he just didn't have attention. Like, if
but
somebody...
like, that's an intense cry out for attention.
I know. I agree.
Too much.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't have
Yes,
attention and they don't rape and murder.
That's what we call extra.
Please do not
Sure,
rape
but
and murder
like, I
if you
guess
want
it's like
attention.
the perfect mess of like,
Yeah.
I'm broken a little bit inside and then I'm also in this rough situation, right? It's got to be like a bunch of different stuff working
Agree.
together. The
Oh,
perfect
yeah.
storm
Yeah.
to create a monster like that.
Yes.
Well, he did go on to write a pamphlet how parents could protect children from child molesters such as himself.
All right, Wesley.
Well,
Way to
Something
go.
productive.
I don't know how to feel.
I wonder if it's been used.
Correct. I feel like it would almost be like psych.
Like, this is actually how you get molested.
This is what you do.
That's how you get in that
For
van.
sure, get in van.
Do it.
Take those Werther's Originals when someone offers you.
It's a box of puppies. Go pet them.
Yeah.
I don't trust Wesley's words in this situation
I got you.
for no reason.
That's
just
hilarious.
my gut, maternal instincts.
I agree. Okay, here's the weirdo thing.
There's been a lot of weird things.
Okay. Here's the weirdo thing about his death.
Here
Let
we
me
go.
say that.
Here we go.
He was executed by hanging
Oh,
which
in
was
the 90s?
First time in the United States since 1965.
Go off. Washington or Idaho?
Washington.
Go off Washington.
His last meal, are you curious?
I was going to ask.
A little
actually.
bit. I hope he hated it.
Broiled salmon.
Well, I'm done with him.
And fried potatoes.
Fried,
Like
French
fries?
Yeah.
Stop being fancy, Wesley. It's French fries.
Fried potatoes.
You're
Maybe,
friggin',
air fryer?
maybe it was hash browns.
you're friggin' crinkle cut fries.
Maybe he had them scattered, smothered, diced, and chunked. Like
I'm
they do.
annoyed that he got broiled
I
salmon.
know.
Yeah.
That's uppity.
Okay,
That is
so
very uppity.
here are
Bougie.
here's our here. I can't even. I've had 3 drinks now. Okay. Okay.
It do start hitting after.
I want to ask, what would be y'all's death row meal?
Death row meal for me. I don't honestly. I've thought about this before. I
I've
don't
thought about it too.
honestly know if I could eat,
That's a good point. Yeah.
but if I
Maybe like your death row, like the week before. Before they tell you you're being
well,
murdered.
I would want fleur de lis pizza, but fleur de lis closed down.
yes,
the
it
so-
shrimp
Yes.
pizza. Has there ever been a better one?
Sweep the Kitchen is the one I would want from fleur de lis.
I mean, shout out Fleur de Lis.
Yeah, they're
We miss you.
closed.
I
Yeah.
know. And I
so
remember they
sad.
would take a personal check. I just remember being like,
Stupid
you
fleur
won't
de lis.
take my credit card, but I could write you a check. Done. Way to go. That's probably why they closed.
Okay, so here, I'm going to tell you what his last recorded words were.
Oh, it's gross. It's going to be gross. I feel it.
It's quite long.
Okay.
I was once asked by somebody, I don't remember who, if there are any way sex offenders could be stopped. I said no. I was wrong. I was wrong when I said there was no hope, no peace. There is hope. There is peace. I found both in the Lord Jesus Christ.
No.
Look to the Lord and you will find peace.
That gives me the ick.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just.
No. And then, after everyone he could blame, he's now blaming Jesus Christ.
Well, I think he's saying
I
like
know.
that was his piece.
Well,
know,
if
but
you
that-
listen to the podcast, you know Dalton has said they either come out of prison being preachers or they go back to being criminals.
Yeah.
So everybody finds the Lord.
Do I believe you can find peace in the Lord? Yes.
I
But do I
agree.
think that sometimes people say that
Just
to seem better? Like, it's just gross that I think everything he would say at this point would be gross.
Everything.
You know?
I know. Honestly,
can't
I
believe
agree.
anything he says.
Yeah.
No.
I was going to have the same reaction regardless.
Everything he would say is gross. He could be like,
Yeah.
oh, with the right medicines and counseling, I've really turned my life around. I'd be like, gross.
Yeah.
Even though that's like super effective.
That's probably what we were saying earlier.
I still have questions.
Liar.
I still have questions.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to show the camera his picture and then I'm going to pass it to y'all.
Oh, Chomo vibes are strong.
I like.
Got the sweet mullet.
He looks like a normal person. I probably wouldn't get in his van, but
But like if there's
the
puppies.
facial hair looks kind of.
Yeah, he looks like a
that's
normal.
not bad.
So I went to.
No, he's got
He's got creep vibes.
I don't
got-
like it.
Creepy.
I don't like his face.
I wonder if so. You said he didn't have any luck with the women or the men.
Right.
Or he didn't know how to talk to him.
He didn't know how to talk.
Only children. But is that because he only wanted children? Right.
Yeah. That's what, yeah.
Or did he only want children because he could talk to children? Who knows?
I feel like he had some trauma that he wasn't aware of.
Yeah.
Okay, this
That
is where I
ant.
went for my sources. Wikipedia and Murderpedia. On YouTube, there's a serial killer Westley Allan Dodd Monsters Among Us documentary that you can watch.
So he died at the age of 28.
No, he got caught.
He got caught at
And then he
28
only
at
did 4 years, right? So he's like 32.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
My math
Yeah.
is
on point.
Math is great. Math
Flo,
is
you want
great.
to check me on that?
I think sounds right.
Thank you.
28 plus 4.
Okay.
32.
Sounds bueno.
Sounds
Now,
bueno.
bueno. All right, so are y'all ready for something funny?
Yes.
Tammy, I could use it. I could
Okay,
use a lot.
yeah.
I know. As Thomas said, that was heavy. It was a heavy story.
We don't talk about Thomas
Yep.
with his
That's
face for radio. My God, I hope he watches or listens.
right. Or is there on January 13th?
All right, so I'm doing crazy laws from
Yes.
different states.
We already did Louisiana.
Yes, we're on Massachusetts.
Love it.
Got it.
Okay. In Provincetown, Massachusetts, it's illegal to sell suntan oil until afternoon on Sunday.
That makes sense. Why would you need it
Why would you?
before?
Yeah, exactly.
The sun's not out.
But just on Sunday?
It's the Lord's Day. Tammy.
Exactly. You have to understand.
It's a blue law.
It's the Lord's Day.
Yes.
It's illegal to frighten a pigeon.
Fair.
It's illegal to put tomatoes in clam chowder.
That would be like us saying in gumbo.
I know.
I think that's the Massachusetts version.
I would
Is that,
agree.
would you say that that's legal?
I
Tomatoes
mean,
and gumbo?
I don't know that
I've
it's
never
illegal.
seen one.
It's not technically illegal as far
Frowned
as I
upon?
know, but heavily frowned upon.
Frowned upon.
Oh, is it? I mean, is that a real thing?
It's a real. It's
some
real
people
life.
put tomatoes in gumbo.
Oh,
You shouldn't.
Some people say people in New Orleans do it, but I don't agree with that.
I don't
Alright.
agree with everything
Okay.
in New Orleans. The
It's-
fly's just chilling.
Good. Smack him.
I don't know, Tammy. He's kind of eyeballing me.
Can you get him?
Hold
Oh,
on.
he flew away.
Mother, he saw me plotting against him.
He heard you.
He was just hanging out.
He has little tiny headphones
I gotta be
on.
cooler. Stop it.
Okay, don't go to Massachusetts and try to keep your mule on the second floor of a building
Oh,
because that's illegal.
Just any building.
Unless there's two exits.
Only the second floor, or all
Yeah.
floors above
Yeah.
one. Third floor,
No.
I'm straight.
It's
just the
illegal
second,
to
it
it's
sounds
illegal
like.
to keep a mule on the second floor of a building, not in a city unless there are two exits.
Fair. Again. I get
Okay.
it. I get it.
like the stairs and the
I
elevator.
don't want to follow
I feel
that
like there's
ass
normally-
outside.
Oh my god!
Isn't that an ass? Mule?
Is that
donkey?
Yes,
I was
it
gonna
is.
say burrito.
I was gonna say
God.
burrito. Okay. In Marlborough, it is illegal to buy or sell. Wait a minute. Buy, sell, or possess
Possess. Got it.
a squirt gun.
Is this Marlboro like the smoke?
No, I was thinking that.
Marlborough is
I wonder if
spelled
that's-
exactly the same.
Is that where they come
Maybe
from?
that's where they come from.
Maybe, I don't know.
That's cooler than the squirt gun.
I agree.
So Marlboro is Philip Morris, but I feel like that's a state with tobacco, like Kentucky or Tennessee. But you know, I'm
have to do some
geographically
research.
challenged.
Me too.
I
Me
don't
too.
understand things.
Okay,
I just confirmed if an ass.
it is. You were correct.
I didn't know.
In Newton,
Probably I'm wrong
Massachusetts.
about burrito. Anyways.
In Newton, all families must be given a hog from the town's mayor
Aw, that's nice.
and
He
have
was
a couchon de lait.
Yeah.
Shut up.
He
What
was-
if they do?
Wait, is that no? You just added that. Yes, of course.
No,
he
I
was
did- I
touchy.
just said that.
Touchy.
What?
He loved the hugs.
Like a cup.
I wonder if that came
feeding-
about
No, no,
because
no,
he just
no,
wanted
no,
to
no.
hug.
It's a feeding
Not-
hog.
It's a hog, not
Oh,
a
a
hug.
Sorry, English is my second language.
Pig.
First of all,
Oink, oink.
she's been speaking English her whole life.
Okay, got it. Hog.
Stop
And the
riding
couchon de
the
lait.
Venezuelan pony.
I understand the
Did I not-
connection now.
Did I not say it country? No, it's a hog.
It was crystal clear to me.
It's a hog.
Got
crystal
it.
clear.
Got it. Un
Crystal
cochinito. Got it.
I'm like, you eat it, Gloria.
I understand. Thank you.
Okay. Massachusetts.
Carnitas.
Got it. I understand now.
I
Thank you.
speak glow.
Okay. Carnitas. All right. No gorilla is allowed in the back seat of any car.
Under any
I
circumstance.
didn't say that, but okay. Snoring is prohibited unless all bedroom windows are closed and securely locked.
Listen, I agree with that law. I think it's reasonable.
But, yeah,
Some pissed off wife wrote that.
I was about to say, well, like some pissed off neighbor, it sounds like.
Yeah, windows have to be
Yeah.
closed. The neighbors had enough of your fucking CPAP needing self.
Stop, not the CPAP. Mask up, mother father. We're trying to sleep out here.
All right, so this is the last one.
Oh.
Defacing a milk carton is punishable by a $10 fine. So
$10.
don't go drawing your missing children
No.
on the milk carton.
I was thinking maybe that's why it was a crime, because that's where they used to put the missing kids. Right?
Yeah,
like,
they
don't,
did.
Don't draw a mustache on that toddler we're trying to find.
Oh, I
Don't
see
you
what
think?
you're saying.
I mean, some of
yeah,
these laws,
a
Tammy,
toddler with facial hair
First
would
of
be
all,
very.
Very smart people.
I
come
would
up
have
with them, I'm
loved
sure.
a hog when I moved.
from the mayor.
Anyone.
Absolutely.
Anyone. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Here's a
hug.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't
That is a very
deface
welcoming thing.
the poster of my missing toddler. That's reasonable.
That's
Gorillas
perfect.
in the back seat. Fair.
Why does that even need to be a law?
You know it's got to be for
Yeah.
a reason why we put hot on coffee, Tammy. Why? Why do we put hot on the coffee?
My favorite one is when you buy a tote, like you're going to store things in it, and on the lid of the tote, there's a picture of a baby and the universal "do not put the baby,"
Yes.
like as if that people are using this as a crib.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Times are hard.
Yeah.
inflation.
The Rubbermaid.
Yes, indeed. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Thank you so much for doing
Thank
this
you.
with me.
Thank
that
you
was a
for
blast.
having us.
Will y'all do
That
it
was
again,
awesome.
please?
Absolutely.
Tammy, I mean this with my whole heart when I say, and I probably speak for Gloria.
Stop, I'm gonna cry.
We would do whatever you said.
Anything.
We're
Say it now.
We're fangirls.
Yes.
Okay. Well, January 13th.
Done.
I
There.
want y'all there.
100%.
Yes. Well, can I
Meet and
clarify?
Yes.
So is this
January?
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 You said what is the location again?
It is Sugarfield Spirits
Love
in
it.
Gonzales, which
What a
is
pretty
about
name.
20 minutes from here. It's actually a local distillery.
I was about to
I've never
say.
heard of it, but I love the
They
name.
make rums, they make vodkas,
Love it.
whiskeys.
Love that.
They make a lot of and if we get lucky, maybe they'll give us a little tour of the
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is
distillery.
where I was going. I
Yes.
was like, is there like can we as an engineer, I would like to see the facility
the facilities.
of how they distill.
I don't know why I talked to her.
I would
The
I
douchery. The
Well, if you're an engineer out there
engineer.
and you are
listen,
interested,
No, Gloria's rich
I am tapping
and exotic. If anyone was wondering.
and single.
Oh, and
Yes.
ready to mingle.
Ready to mingle, indeed. Anyways, if you are looking for some engineering fun, some true crime, and some drinks, some booze, and fun, most of all,
We'll go to Sugarfield Spirits.
come to Sugarfield Spirits, January
January
13th. We'll be
That's
there.
awesome. I love it. I love the name of that place.
Yeah.
Sugarfield.
Cute.
It's a nice little place. It's kind of cozy,
Yeah.
and they have a little distillery there, and
Love
they
it.
make
Love
a
that.
lot of hand batched different types of
Stuff,
alcohols.
sugars.
I
all
really
the
hope I
deals.
didn't come off as pretentious.
What?
She's nothing.
Anyways,
I just like that you're trying to lure the audience with
I
like
am.
promises
There
of-
might be
No.
listeners.
It's the promises of engineering fun. Because what doesn't go hand in hand more than engineers and fun?
And fine.
Agree.
We're gonna do some math.
Yes. We're
Can't
gonna have
wait.
some fun.
Flow charts.
That's
Yes.
oh god, do
Anything
it.
you want.
Show me how stuff is made.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we hope we see y'all there.
Perfect.
And if you want to support the show, go to Patreon/grits, Patreon/grits, and help the show out. And anything else, ladies?
We love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell your mom and them to listen,
That's
and we're
right.
going to let Zydeco Mike take us out.